1 second ago.
Nice.
Yo,
Fuck yeah.
Thank God for the internet, dude. I went.
Oh, nice. I'm getting a pre-roll ad for the fucking U.S. Marines.
I
Oh,
went.
no.
Wow.
I hate this ad.
The U.S. military presence on Twitch is really something else. I went online and looked up my issue, and they were like, yeah, even if you're connected to Ethernet, you need to turn on your Wi-Fi. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, but I don't know how the internet works, so.
That's insane.
Fuck yeah. We're not going to roast Lulu.
You guys can
what
be
are
a
you
little
talking
louder.
about?
So me or everyone else, Jobo?
Dude, we have to roast Lulu.
No.
Don't
Never.
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Well,
I will
no,
die for Lulu.
I tweeted that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lulu is
Caitlin
amazing.
and Nick. Okay, I'll boost Nick a little bit. I'll boost me a little bit.
Am I too loud as usual?
I think we're too quiet.
Yeah.
I think
Probably.
Loud bitch.
I think we're better now.
You boosted me? Okay, I'll also be louder like once we're live.
I got banned on Discord because of Among Us yellow twerk.
Dude, I don't know if I'm just immature, but I love every like Among Us like sexy meme.
On our Discord, on AggroCrowd?
Oh, on our Discord? Dang, dude. That's brutal. We need this is an unban request. I'll unban you if you PM me.
Sorry, I'm so distracted. I don't know. I'm
what?
in the post-announcement brain state where I can't focus for a second.
Wait.
Because for the last 24 hours, I've been injecting serotonin into my brain.
Yeah,
via
that makes
likes
sense.
And like fucking press and, you know.
Oh, yeah, you got like
talking
7,000.
about my game.
Yeah, that'll put you into a stupor. Like, every time. But we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is for the live section. Got it.
Yeah, we'll go live in like 8 minutes. Let people join the room.
Well,
let me hit up our Discord. Tell people we're live.
When you said we're live, what does it mean?
That means the stream is on. So people can... But if you go to twitch.tv/agrocrabgames, it shows like a starting soon page.
But everybody can hear us talk.
Yes, everyone can hear us talk.
But not see our faces.
But they can't see our faces, no.
Okay, now I understand. Thank you.
That's why we haven't asked you any real questions yet.
Okay, ask me the Unreal question.
Are you on Unreal?
Yeah, number 4.
Oh, what do you think about number 5?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I was busy announcing my video game yesterday, and they were fucking interrupting me with their presentation.
Oh, fuckers.
Absolute fuckers.
You could render so much more pixel art in Unreal 5, though.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, think about it.
We should probably do it. We're not going to use Unreal 5 for the next project we're working on, but for the next one we are. They're kind of parallel, so yeah, I don't have to work in it in the next year or something, so that brings me joy.
You're gonna work on 2 games in parallel?
Yeah, 3.
Wow, you guys 3 games in the same time? Wait, what?
Yeah, finally.
You guys heard it here first on the mostly positive, starting soon, right before the stream. We're already leaking shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't say anything about them, but it's my dream. Like I want us all to work on things we enjoy.
Oh my god, you're saying so? No. This is all juicy. This is good.
Okay.
You gotta wait. You gotta hold back.
Oh, working on a thing you enjoy, so juicy. Like never heard before.
No, well, that's the show, right? We want to talk. We want to hear from you, the person making the video game. That is juicy.
Okay.
I don't want to look at the Unreal 5 demo. It's just going to make me jealous.
Yeah.
Because you're using Unity?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My condolences.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where can I see banned people?
You hear this? You
Okay, I found it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't see his messages,
That's true.
which
It's
is
not like
unfortunate.
Twitch.
Because like I don't know what kind of Among Us twerk we're talking about. You know what I mean?
How? Oh, come on! It's just an Among Us twerk. How bad can it be? I think
Wait,
Uh,
what?
I don't
chat.
know,
How
man.
bad is an Among Us twerk? If is that worth a Discord ban?
Look, when that's the first thing, I might have banned him. That's like the first thing they posted. FYI, they like just joined the
Okay, that's
server and
fair.
immediately
Where can I
posted.
see it? What channel?
I don't know.
That it
You
was
can probably just
deleted because
Google
they
it.
were banned.
Do
I
you know
want to
the
see the twerk.
Do you know the like ASCII art of the Among Us crewmate with the huge cock?
Dude, I'm 30 years old. I don't.
You
Yeah,
Like,
what do you mean?
Look,
That's not
Please
you're
don't.
if
on
you want
TikTok, bro.
if you want to be unbanned,
I love the Among Us with
you
the
need to
huge cock.
send Nick the picture. You know, if it's just Among Us with a fat ass, you can be unbanned. If it was like, if we're talking about like,
Among Us with a fat ass.
come on, we need to see what it is. The mods banned you.
Yeah, you gotta make your case. Happy
There
Thursday,
was
Amy.
do you not still have the image?
I think we gotta drop the case. I think it's lost to time.
We got
R.I.P.
we got
Make a
5
new
minutes. Don't
Classic. Make a new account.
you got to DM. You got to DM.
Also, no. So there's I love this is actually a good type of like Twitch content that I watch a lot is unban requests. Do you watch Twitch, Alex?
No, that's the thing. Like, I'm so fucking clueless.
Oh, so like you can imagine like a big streamer in their chat. There's plenty of people that get banned all the time for just saying bad things, but they can submit like requests to get unbanned, and it's like a content segment in and of itself because the streamer will like be the judge, jury, and executioner for all these people like making their case for why they should be unbanned. And this is really funny because some people take it really seriously, some people
Can we do
don't.
it?
But I wanna know what Dalad Nonafigs
Look,
like.
we already, my man, we already told you if you want to be unbanned, you should DM Nick. Just
No, you gotta make a case for yourself. Why should you be unbanned? Why did you post it in the first place? Have you changed? Have you grown?
it's a good point.
I need to know all these things
How can you DM somebody? Can you DM somebody on Twitch?
on Discord.
You
Oh,
can
okay.
I don't know. Just
you
find
can
me.
on
Find me
Twitch,
on,
but it's like not.
find me on Twitter. Find me on fucking LinkedIn.
Oh no. Are you LinkedIn? Let me see.
I'm not on LinkedIn.
Oh fuck.
I
You're
mean, I
missing
am, but
out.
like, how am I missing out?
I do wish.
I don't
I wish
know.
our Twitch chat was toxic enough that we could have unban requests on Twitch. No one ever really gets banned in our chat. We've banned like 2 people.
All right, I unbanned them.
LinkedIn's so white.
Oh, what?
I unbanned them.
You let him off easy.
I'm just like
We got our eye on you.
I unbanned them.
How'd I find you on LinkedIn, Nick?
Nick Kamen.
Is it Kayaman? How do you say it? How do you write it?
Kaman. Just Google Nick Kamen LinkedIn. You'll find it. It says Nick Kamen indie boy self-employed.
Wait, how do you spell it again?
NICK space
Uh-huh.
KAMAN.
KMMA. Okay, I got it.
It's on my Twitter.
Yeah, if you can't ban anyone from watching your stream.
I can spell your last name.
Stop them from
Blindfolded.
chatting.
And they're
Okay, spell my last name.
KORABELNIKOLVA.
There's no L in the end. Now pronounce it.
Fuck.
Yeah, now pronounce it.
Korabelnikova.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
How do you
It's
how do you pronounce it?
Korabelnikova.
Korabelnikova.
Korabelnikova. That's cool.
Korabelnikova. Aleksandra Korabelnikova. I'm still doing it with an accent. It's really weird to say words in Russian without
We
accent
know
when you're
we're
speaking.
live. It's not 1 yet.
Yeah, we're chill. It is 1, so we could start. But we don't have to.
Why is everyone ahead of me? It says 12:58 on my computer.
That is a problem. Is it because you're slightly more?
Yeah, this guy says 2 minutes. This person says 2 minutes.
No, it's because you're in Bellevue, not Seattle, so you might be 2 minutes ahead of me.
That's not how it works.
We should have progressive time zones.
And don't dox me.
Where it's just
We should not
minute
have
by
time
minute.
zones.
Oh no. My internet. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
You're good.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello from the other side?
I hope the stream. Did the stream go down at all? I can't tell if
No.
that was my internet. It was just Discord.
It's you. It's just you.
No,
It's just
we're
me.
fine.
I don't want it to be me. You're not fine. You froze for
Hello.
like 5 full seconds.
Oh.
Hello?
I mean, that's not Pog.
Question.
What's
Is using POG alright morally?
I think yes.
What, because of Gutex?
What's good?
Oh.
Because of the Dingling who came up with it. Or like he didn't come
Yeah.
up with it,
Oh,
but like
like-
his face was the prototype for
Yeah,
that shit.
that's Gutex.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's Glass Embroidery says no.
Yeah,
I think
Devin
POG
says no. I trust Devin.
Yeah,
I think
but
he's just being a boomer who doesn't like Pog, but that's not the actual issue that you're raising, which is that like it's related to that guy and he's toxic. But I think Pog is bigger than him, you know?
Hmm.
he also
Okay.
hates the fact that he is Pog. So it's
Yeah,
I think
so
it's
it's funny.
definitely morally correct.
Yo, can I get some Pog champs in chat? Can I see some Pog
No,
champs before we go
wait,
live? I need at least
I
10
didn't-
Pog champs before we fucking go live on this bit.
They turned him into the lizard anyway.
Yeah, it's the lizard now.
I don't like the
So it's
lizard.
the
It doesn't
death
have
of
the
the
same.
author,
It doesn't have
but
the same
Pog.
energy. It's like I feel like the
Okay.
lizard is screaming.
I don't like the lizard, but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
How do you guys feel about Pepe? Or Alex, how do you feel about Pepe?
Same thing, right? It's like, do we let Nazis appropriate everything and like take things that are
Right.
nice away from us, or
I say we
do
we
we
take it
appropriate it back? You know,
Right.
I don't
We
know.
got- I think we gotta take it back, and I think the Zoomers have already done that with Pepe.
It's
Like,
1 p.m.
they don't know that version. Okay, let's
right.
okay, let's start.
Everyone
Alright.
shut up. Everyone shut up.
Shut up! Everyone, shut up!
And
Okay.
we are live for real. That intro keeps
Yo,
continues to lag. I gotta fix that.
does it lag?
There was an
Shit.
intro.
It still
There was an
lags.
intro. You missed it all. You'll see it in the VOD. It's cool. Welcome everyone to episode 3 of Mostly Positive. We're here with Alex from Eggnut. We're just working on a game called Backbone. What is Mostly Positive? It's a show where we, the AgroCrab devs, talk about the ups and the downs of video game development. Hi, I'm your host Nick, and
I'm Kalen. You didn't do the
And-
joke, man.
fuck. Let me restart. Fuck.
No, it's too late. You gotta go past it.
Okay, that can be our opener question.
What's the question?
Hold on. No.
Hold on.
First of all, welcome Alex to the show.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
You want to explain
Hi.
briefly what you do and why you're here?
My existence and
Yeah.
my purpose in life.
Justify your
us
existence to Twitch chat.
Place on this earth.
Video game. I am a person who video games. I don't even video game. I just make one.
Right.
I'm making one. I've been making one for 5 years. And now I'm here and I'm stuck and I don't know how to do anything else or how to function as a normal person in society. But yeah, I'm Alex. I'm from Russia, Siberia.
got you out
Yeah,
there.
I make Backbone. I'm
no.
a director and a writer on the project and a co-founder of the studio. And it's a game about being depressed and not being able to change anything, but changing inside.
Wow, it's amazing that you came up with the concept for the game before it even happened to you by working on the game.
Yeah. No, dude, I based it on my existential crisis, living in Russia and like realizing that everything is terrible and
Mhm.
shit and not being able to do anything about it and running away.
Then
and then
why
it
does it
kind
take
of
place?
changed.
Why does it take place in Vancouver then?
Because it's cool. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's
Well,
like the reason for a lot of game design decisions in the last couple of years. It's like, oh, why not? It's cool. And pixel art was one of them, and it was the biggest mistake we ever made in our lives because it's very fucking difficult, and we didn't know that.
so that I think is the general thing people say when they say, hey, maybe you shouldn't work on your first game for 5 years. But because I don't want to do that, but you did that. You're coming out of that at this very moment. You just dropped a trailer that says Backbone is coming out June 8th.
Yeah,
We can
In
play
under
the
2
trailer.
weeks. Yeah, let's play the
in
trailer
2
first.
weeks.
Let's
Okay.
actually just play the trailer first because it's a really nice trailer. Production, pull it up. Is it up? How do we do that?
Yes, it's up. Shut the fuck up.
Howard, he's out of juice. He's sad.
Nick, shut the fuck up.
He's walking down the street.
You're such
The
a
beautiful
dick. I'm
street.
muting you.
Is this Gastown? Don't mute me. You muted me.
Some respect for the backbone.
All right.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, backbone.
Gorgeous.
I did actually mute you, Nick.
I know. I thought my commentary was good, and I thought it helps the mood, but you know,
No.
that's okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's good on its own as well. Who did the trailer?
Maria, who is wife of Nikita, who
Oh,
is
wow.
my co-founder and the composer and everything else. We do all our trailers in-house because I think it's really important to understand the game on a very deep level, and like having played it millions of times, we kind of know which parts of it looked the best and which parts we wanted to show. And my biggest concern right now is that we also need to have the release trailer, and we already used all the parts that are not super spoilery but interesting. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking hard to find more things to show. So yeah, it's
yeah.
in 2 weeks and we need to make it, and I'm stressed a lot about it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that.
That was
I feel like
we went through
that
kind
happened
of
to us,
similar
right?
issues, yeah, because we were, I mean, anyone who's played Going Under knows that like there's the back half of the game is like something we really didn't want to show any footage of beforehand. We wanted it to be a surprise, and so everything we'd already shown everything like on Twitter or in previous trailers, and the publisher was always coming up to us like, "Hey, could we show this?" And we're like, "No, fuck off.
Yeah.
We're sticking to our guns."
Yeah. It really was very secret.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's a balancing act. It's like it's both work of somebody who can tell a story and also a marketing kind of thing, you know, like you need to sell the game with the shots, and it's also about balancing production because we're in the Polish stage right now. So we needed to have that like list of things we're going to be showing beforehand so we could polish those environments. And we've been we actually recorded footage for that trailer like 3 times and reshot it a couple of times because we were getting better and better footage with every passing week and every pass of our art director and artists on the game. And we're doing our final pass right now, and we're locking on Monday.
Shouldn't that
So
all be
like
done?
a week before release.
Okay. Well, lucky you.
You're
just
never done.
a PC only release, you can get away with that.
We actually can't because of the Microsoft certification. So we've been going through the whole fucking process of certifying the game with a platform because we're on Game Pass for PC.
Oh,
Um, and it's been insane and
yeah,
it's been really hard.
yeah. I mean, any sort of cert is gonna make that go out. Wait, but you're still working on it though. You have a week. How are you gonna turn that around?
Yeah, I'm just, like me personally, I'm wrapping up like these tiny bits of text, like barks and,
Okay.
some tiny descriptions. They're not crucial, and I still didn't send them to Locke, so I will send it a bit later. And the art department is doing polish, which will release on Steam anyway, because Steam approves patches immediately, and we will send it to CERT next Monday. So this is why there's a cutoff date. If there was no CERT, we would be working until like 20 minutes until release, probably.
Right.
Because there's always more you can do. You've been working on it for so many years, and it's only now coming together, because there's a bunch of tiny parts of the game, and you need to put them all together, and it's only now happening. And you look at it like as a complete picture, and you see issues glaringly that you couldn't see before, and you want to fix it, but you don't have time.
I think that's exactly how we felt when we were launching, right? Because I think with even less budget, even less time, even more things that weren't perfect. I mean, I'd imagine everyone feels that way about their own work, but I do think that after launch, it kind of goes the other way, where it's like the more you distance yourself from it and forget about all those little tiny details that you care about and the players, they don't see the problems, they see it as the way it is. You start to see it that way, I think, and or at least I hope that happens to you, because once that starts to happen, you become just so proud and happy with what you were able to accomplish. Like the problems do fade away a little bit. So I would say look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm really waiting for that. When it becomes a game and not like a list of items that you need to be putting together, and like it's been a game for a while, but no longer than a couple of months, which is insane. Because like the art pipeline is so long, you have to make a sketch, you have to make a level prototype. I am already building the narrative in the level before there are any assets. Then the assets are inserted in their placeholder assets, and then everybody's working on real assets, and then they're put in. And my narrative is locked already, so like for me to write something new into the scene, knowing how it will look, is very difficult, and it needs a lot of backtracking. And then you put music into it, and it looks and feels really different, and there are bugs and like level design issues. And then you also put lighting on it, because it's not just flat pixel art, it's fucking Unreal Engine lighting and everything. And then you also need to set cameras, and like now we're at the stage where everything is done, but there are still some places where the camera doesn't look that good, like it could be tweaked, or some rooms didn't have a chance to go through lighting stage, and it's just like placeholder lighting, which still looks okay, but it could be elevated. And there are like 50 plus environments in the game, and it's just a lot. I don't know why we made a big game. I don't know. It's
You made a big game. You're making a big fucking game.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like the gamers will probably not think that it's big because it's like what, 6, 7, 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
It's not big, right? For a narrative game.
Uh
But I
yeah.
don't
I mean,
know.
there's there's levels to this shit, but by all accounts, like, I mean, in our perspective, that's a big game, and to do
Mhm.
that for your first game, that's like really impressive. Like, did you know when you started? Did you know anything about how to make games?
No,
How did you figure
none
it
of
out?
us did. I don't know, just making it and making mistakes and I don't know, damaging your health and dreaming about things that could be.
That level
Um,
of narrative for your first game like scares the shit out of me. Like Going Under was
yeah,
by
but
far the most ambitious game I wrote for, and it wasn't even that intense. Like your game is so dialogue driven. I mean, has that been a challenge? Because I feel like a lot of uh, it's a challenge with any sort of art, but like with writing as well, where when you get to near the end of the project, you start feeling worse about the stuff that you wrote early on.
Yeah. Fucking, oh God. Like returning back to the prologue that we wrote in 2018, 2017, um, like a couple of months ago, and just rewriting all of it, and then having to send that to localization and receiving a bill for $5,000 for like all the changes that you made because they've already translated it, but
Right.
you're balancing like budget and time and you being disgusted with the thing that you created 2 years
Yeah.
ago that is currently on Steam and it's overwhelmingly praised, but you still find things that you just don't like because you as a person change in 5 years. Because like I said, this project started as like the investigation of the existential crisis of like caused by living in a society, and I as a person evolved, and like the narrative and the story that I've been put in it, like my whole heart and my soul and my whole being as a person, it has changed as well. I
Mm.
went through a lot of personal change recently and life change, and I ended up writing the ending just literally copying from my journal, like my therapy journal. So it's like it encapsulates my whole, understanding of what it means to be a person through the 5 years that is also affected by the development. But I don't know how to work the other way. I'm not a game designer. I don't think in game mechanics like you guys do. I can't make a game
Whoa,
if it's
that's
not a
a
story.
bold
Like
accusation, but okay, no, I know what you're saying.
I can't think of things to do other than talk to people in video games. I've never been interested in anything else. It's all fluff to me. It's like I don't want to bother. All I know is how to, write text that is specifically video gamey because I would never write a book. I would never
Why
write
video?
fiction
I mean, we
It's not the
can.
because
best vehicle for words. I'll just say it.
mhm.
I don't think it's the best vehicle for a story. If it unless it, I mean it's interactive, right? That's what you get. Is that what you get out of it? Maybe that's a hot take.
No, no, no. It's not a hot take. I think it's for me. It's like a fact. Yeah, like for me, video games are the best medium for stories because you are playing and you are participating, and like growing up with those, choose your own adventure books, um, and then playing things like Baldur's Gate and Planescape Torment and just hating all the gameplay, but being so in love with the writing and like how you as a player have agency in this world to say things a certain way and like act with people a certain way and treat them a certain way. Like I've been always so interested in this power fantasy of just being somebody else and deciding for that somebody else.
Yeah,
Kind of soothes my anxiety that I can't really decide for myself sometimes it feels like, but there I have that escapism and I can be somebody else and make decisions, yeah. And not decisions like, how to save the world and what button to press, like blue, yellow, red button, but like, how do I put
I do.
it into words, how I feel about this person, or like, how do I uplift them, or how do I tell them to fuck off? Like those tiny, small decisions that are in our everyday lives.
For sure. Um, and I think what I like about that is that you're doing that through a character, right? It's Howard, the main character in Backbone, isn't like a blank slate. He's not. It's not like an RPG where you're just you and you say things. Like I really like it when the main character is a character with their own personality and way that they talk to people, but you get to choose from from a list of things that they could say. I'm way more into just like ta- being that character for a bit. It adds to the escapism.
Yeah, it's a very interesting balance. I think there are three approaches. It's like a blank slate, like you said, like but maybe with a backstory, like Baldur's Gate, for example. And
Mm.
then there's like this very established character, and you just role play them. And then there's the middle, which is Commander Shepard. It's like I have agency in this world. I can have all those choices, build all those relationships, choose how to treat people, but I am also a hero of the story, and like everything depends on me. I have backstory, I have plot, I have character arc, and everything else. Mark Brown made a very cool video about it, like being Commander Shepard or something. And Howard is hopefully somewhere there, like in Commander Shepard thing,
I see.
because you
Sure.
meet people and you have backstory with them, and like you lived in this world, and but also you as a player need to be learning about the rules of this world and your relationships with people and building your relationships and discover new things through that blank canvas. But at the same time, there was always this direction of like, Howard can't say this, you know, like this is not how he would talk. So he has that character voice, but it's still diverse enough so you can kind of role play. That was a really difficult thing to achieve, and I'm not sure if we have. Maybe it's just in my head and something that maybe I will try to do next. I don't know.
It's a challenging thing to achieve. I mean, I, I vetoed like dialogue trees in our game pretty early on, uh, for that reason, because I was afraid of uh, diluting the main character's personality, I suppose. Um, in that way, like it's certainly accomplishable in the way that you're saying, but it is like a big challenge. I actually wanted to dwell a little bit on what you said about um, like how you've changed over the course of the project, because to me that's like a huge part of making personal games. When I mean, even we try to make games that take like 2 years, and
That's the limit.
this game has taken 5. And in general, like games are art that takes a very long time to produce. There's that internal change that always happens over the course of it, and there's also, you know, external change. Like we started, I mean, you know, we released our game like in the peak of COVID, um, and there was a lot of
Yeah.
anxiety. Like, are these themes relevant to people right now? Is this something that people even want
Right.
to hear and
Our,
experience? Is
our,
this
our
escapism
game
that
was about fucking going out of business. And then everyone goes out of business for not the reason we're talking about, but is that even
Yeah.
relevant?
Art imitates life, the other way around. Yeah, I lived in Russia in a tiny city when I started it. I worked at my one room, 30-meter apartment from home, never left home, had massive social anxiety, couldn't leave outside because it was also really ugly, and 9 months of winter. Um, I didn't have a salary for like 6 months until we did a Kickstarter. Then I was getting $1,000 for like another year or two as my payment. And then I moved to another country. Then the pandemic started. Then we released like the prologue before that. I left a long-term 6-year long relationship. Um, and I've been sitting in my Airbnb, finishing writing the game that was written by a person that I'm no longer alone, without co-writers, and like with everybody else working on their own things. And I needed to make it about me at that moment because otherwise it wouldn't be true. And if it's not true, it's not, it's not, nobody is going to connect to it. If I'm not being honest and vulnerable through the things I do and write and create, like I shouldn't be doing it. And me at that time, a couple of months ago, was all over the place. I couldn't sleep. I was so anxious. I didn't know what this game is going to be. I was alone. I was lonely, and like going through therapy for the first time in years. Um, and it shows, like it shows in the ending. And I think it's really good and it's really important. And maybe in 5 years I'm going to play it and I'm like, I'm not that person anymore, but I used to be. And some people are going to play it and they're going to be, I used to be that person, or I am that person now. And there are those, tiny mirrors all over the game. Like people will see themselves in and feel less alone. And I think that's really important.
That's so sick. Like just thinking about, oh my gosh, like you can play the game, and there's stuff in the game that is from a long time ago. Maybe
Yeah.
the earlier content, and then you're playing through years of people's lives in that, yours specifically, your experience. That's and in 6 hours.
I think the hardest thing for me, and it's really hard to talk about it on public because it's like, it's weird. I don't want to be seen as like a terrible boss, and it's my biggest fear that people will think I'm like a shitty boss because I
I'm
had so
definitely
many
a worse
shitty
boss than you,
bosses.
so don't say. Don't.
Yeah, but like I had to, like I worked with co-writers this whole time, and I had to rewrite everything and make it about me
Oh, maybe you
because
are bad.
otherwise it wouldn't be true. Do you know what I mean? Like it's egotistical and it's wrong, but at the same time, like I had to be in control of every word and like
You're the
be that
auteur.
person who decides what words are there and going through all that text that was written by other people and that was written by me being another person in the past and like aligning it all to be this thing that is, I don't know, encapsulated and like unified and makes sense from the beginning to end. That was the hardest part because it was really heartbreaking and it was really hard to do, because you can't explain it without hurting people's feelings, you know?
Right.
We totally understand, Jonathan Blow.
Oh, fuck, I don't want to be him. He's a dick. I don't want to be a dick.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Did you? So is all that? Is everyone else's work out of the game?
Sorry?
So no one else's writing is in the game anymore.
No, that's not what I meant. Of course, there are all those people and fragments of them, of those
Okay.
people, but like, I meant like unifying all of it and editing
Yeah,
and like,
yeah. That's just
Yeah.
being the narrative director. You're good. Like
yeah.
that will make for a stronger piece of work, I think, ultimately, because it seems like
Maybe.
you know what the game's about.
It's really weird. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I've seen all those stories about shitty male directors on sets, like being assholes and like being, this is my vision. Fucking listen to me. But also, I haven't called myself a director until a couple of months ago. And that was a really important, like, self-actualization moment for me. It's like, I had to do it earlier, not for me, but for the team, because I had to be a better leader. I had to be like, this is my vision, like that we're doing this game because of this and this and this. Everybody on the team has strong vision, but there needs to be like the leader type of situation. We have one in our department and we have one in sound department. Sound is Nikita. The whole sound of the game and the music and sound design, it's him. It's his baby, even though we have an incredible co-composer, Arush Aftab, working on it as well. And same thing for art. We have 7 or 8 artists, and we have an art director. And she goes through everybody's work before putting it into game and like makes it hers in some way.
Yeah.
And I think it's really
Yeah.
important. Like we're fucking lesbian communists who's trying to be like everybody's equal, everybody's like on the same footing, but I think it's damaging in my experience for everybody else. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think leadership and even auteurism to a certain extent can be really valuable. Like, I mean, you don't want a narrative and dialogue, for example, that feels like designed by committee. I think, where it gets damaging is when I think you just need to know your limits, when it came to, I mean, every piece of dialogue in Going Under passed through me at some point, but it was never like when people put forward ideas, it was never like no, fuck off type situation. I'd be like, well, I'll edit this.
Yeah. I definitely felt like I could bring stuff to Kalen and just be like, "Hey, I want this specific moment to happen. Can we do it?" And he'd be like, "Sure." Or he'd be like, "No, fuck off." But it'd be, at least we would have the conversation. I'd know why he did that. I
We
think
have that. Yeah, we definitely have that. And I think it's the most precious thing ever is that we're 18 people. We've never met. None of us have met all in one room ever. We've worked on this for 5 years. And there is always this feeling that you can come up to somebody and say, hey, this shit looks weird ass. Like, can we, like, I have
Yeah.
another idea. And if I come to Toma, our art director, and say, this, I don't like how it looks, and she's just like, fuck off, I would be like, yes, queen, I hear you. Like
Right.
you know it. I don't. You
Yeah,
understand it.
Betsy,
And you,
you have
as
a
a
say.
leader and like a founder of the studio, co-founder, you need to find those people that you trust 100% to tell you to fuck off and be like, yes, please, tell me to fuck off. Step on me.
Right.
Always.
I mean,
I think
you're not being an overbearing auteur by uh, exerting your authority over like one discipline at a time. You know what I mean? I think what's important is that it's not everything. You know what I mean?
for me, it's like, as you know, I'm art director. I've got the art team to run. I think first off, something I really try to do is just like be as proud of other people's work as I would my own. Like I am so much happier that we've all come together to build this thing than it like being belonging to me, I guess. And maybe that applies less in your case, but like I also have this problem where like it's not a problem, but I'm the type of director where most of the time I don't know what the fuck I want. So I do like
Yeah.
hire people to fill in the gaps, right? Because no one knows 100%. No auteur, maybe Jonathan Blow does, but maybe it's just him that knows 100% of the time exactly what they want, exactly their vision for the game is just perfectly crystallized in their brain. It's the rendered apple. You close your eyes, you see the, you know, like I'm stupid. I don't know what this game is yet. We're working on it together. We're figuring it out. Like I have some ideas that are important to me they're gonna shape the direction, but it's not everything.
No. Even Toma, who, again, I trust her with my life. I want her to step on me. I believe she's the most genius artist I've ever met. Like, she knows everything. But at the same time, she could be like, hey, I need narrative help to help me design the church in this world. What shape is it going to be? How is it going to look like? And she knows what questions to ask from me as a person writing the story to kind of design that. And that is so amazing to have somebody that professional in your team who, even if they don't know something, they know how to get there. Or Nikita coming over again to narrative and asking what's happening in the scene so he could compose a thing. So you need to find people who you can trust to do anything by themselves, but to know how to come up with ideas and make decisions together with people and trust those people 100%. And I don't know, like our studio it blows my mind every single day that I trust
Yeah.
every one of them. Like Lulu, your community director, is also our community director.
Yes.
I could trust her with
I would.
with my fucking life to make tweets and like make decisions and approach people and do PR and talk to people on Discord. I don't need to be thinking about this anymore. I don't need to be thinking about this a part of my job because
Exactly.
she's responsible for it and she knows her shit. Like she's a professional person. And also I don't need to be worrying about her fucking up or doing something wrong because even if she does, it doesn't matter and it could be fixed and like uh, it's just not on my
Yeah,
mind.
just don't get us canceled, Lulu, and what you do is fine.
I love Lulu.
Yeah,
Before
we're
we get into Lulu, I just want to say that like that's the magic, right? Like once you get cross disciplines to trust each other and to work together in that way, art, sound, music, then you've got vibes.
Mm.
Then you're making a game that has a vibe. When all these disciplines come together and just like are in sync.
Mm-hmm.
There's like it's the most insane thing, right? Like, and you've clearly accomplished that with Backbone. Anyway, this
I don't
fucking
know.
Lulu.
we are always micromanaging Lulu's shit.
Do you not micromanage Lulu because we're really bad about it.
No, you fucks. What the fuck? Why would I hire somebody that I need to micromanage?
Because we also like making tweets and we
Then
have a
just
brand
make them,
voice.
but don't micromanage. Just do it yourself. Like have a
Exactly.
day where you tweet, and have a day where like a person who knows how to do it does it.
Well, no. So I want to stop it because I'm exaggerating, but we overstep, right? So I told Lulu, and this might become a problem, but I told her, yo, don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. Classic motto. And she's really taking it to heart.
Kaylin tweets Thursday. We lose followers whenever I tweet.
We
Well,
lose
then fucking stop it.
I know, but sometimes I can't help it.
Yeah.
Oh. I know. I'm the same way. Every time I tweet nowadays, it's like 5 people liked it.
Right.
And I'm like, I shouldn't have done it.
Meanwhile, they want to put me in English summer camp, says Lulu. You're good.
Lulu, your English is perfect, and also
grammar
your face.
is not the thing that makes a tweet
I love you.
But she did spend all week making those Lady Dimitrescu tweets and doing nothing for us.
Yeah, fucking. How dare she have the weekend spent on things that are not you?
No, the week. She posted that like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
100K likes on that shit. She got like 2,000 followers. Fucking, where's my 2,000 followers?
Dude, you don't have the Lulu power. That's why you got the Lulu juice. That's why you pay her the big buck. You have to understand.
Could have posted Lady Dimitrescu from our account.
You find people who have the juice, and you fucking do everything to keep them. And if they want to go, you're like, okay, cool.
We almost lost her too, to Kumi.
To me?
We're sharing. We talked about it. I'm happy to share Lulu with you guys. You're welcome. But we almost lost her to Ikumi Nakamura.
Yeah, I fucking saw it. But again, this is the difference. Like, you are the abusive parents, and I'm like the cool girl boss, lady boss type.
Gatekeep.
And I'm like, honey, you can go and do whatever you want. I would be gaslight. What's the other one?
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Gatekeep.
That's you.
Yeah, it's like, you can do whatever you want, honey. I would be happy for you if you go and work for Lady
I will be very happy for Lulu if she goes to work for Lady Dimitrescu.
I'm so fucking out of
Your dream job.
Ikumi Nakamura, like, amazing. I would be so proud to have known you, and I will always be a friend. And she's like, no, bitch, I ain't leaving. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
Well, we'll
if you love somebody, let them go, you know?
Right.
Well, that's what I posted.
Or pay them $10,000 a month.
No, it's not what you posted. You hopped right in there and tried to blow up Lulu's spot. You nerd. You couldn't let her have all the clout.
Saying goodbye to the Butterfrees. Because Ash knows that Butterfree's better off with the sexy girl Butterfree.
Girl boss Butterfrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, we have the same hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. I did it first, just so everybody knows.
You did it first. I did it because you did it.
We have Asian hair, and yeah.
My roots are going to come in and look like that?
That's why I did the roots, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to have the roots really soon. Is your hair also growing really fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It does. Because I bite my nails, so I have a lot of calcium.
Do?
It all turns into hair, yeah.
Yeah, I used to do it, and now I have like those, clippers on my desk. So every time I'm like, I want to do it, I'll just clip it off. I highly recommend.
I do too. Where are they? Okay, I don't have to prove it, but they're somewhere.
I believe you.
Yeah.
You can also ask Nikita. He stopped doing it recently. He did it somehow.
What if I stop my anxiety instead of my habit?
What if?
So, how's that going for you?
Oh, amazing. I've been on sleeping pills for like a month now. And I can't sleep without them. But the good news is that I don't drink alcohol because I can't. Because of the pills. Sometimes I smoke weed. I found a very good strain of... Oh, it's legal here. I'm in the legal country.
You're in the red light district.
No, fucking no.
Okay. I don't know anything about your country, but I know
it's not my country. Don't call it that way. It's just the weed country. That's how I call it.
Well, do you still rep Russia?
What?
Do you rep Russia?
Rep?
Like, represent. Like, do you say that's your motherland? It sounds like you don't like Russia.
I fucking hate Russia, but it's really interesting. Like, I think I went through 5 stages of grief, like denial that I was born there and this is where I will die, and then like depression or whatever the fuck. And now I'm like, I hate all men, but when he sees me, like when I meet a Russian person or like a Slavic person and they have this innate deep Slavic sadness TM, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we vibing, fuck yeah, I'm in love with you, fuck yeah, let's make a game together, and like let's
Right.
live together in a commune in an Irish village or whatever the fuck. And
Misery.
I came to like cherish this core that was born in our collective generational trauma, and I love it for that, and I want to make games about it, and I did make a game about it.
Yes.
And I want people to know about it because it's such an underrepresented type of identity in the culture. It's always misrepresented. So I have very difficult, sorry for ranting about it for a long time, but like I have difficult relationship with my mother country.
Yeah. I've been saying it for a while. Monetize your trauma, right?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also connect to people through trauma, even though I don't know. I discovered that recently, and I'm like, I'm riding that trauma connection train. But then I also think maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe me oversharing and being overly vulnerable is also a sign of trauma, and like wanting to be seen and validated through it.
Yo, 1 second. Bill Zwang with the 20 gifted subs. Thank you so much, dude.
What does it mean? How much money?
That cost him $100. That cost him $100, and we'll get
thank you.
$50.
Don't interrupt for the gift subs, you piece of shit.
I got
Get back to it. Get back to it.
Is more important.
No, that's like $2,000. Oh my god, thanks,
It's not
Bill.
$2,000.
$2,000. It's $100.
Do you
Get
get
outta
that
here,
money?
Mega.
Do I get any money?
Yeah, well, no, you get nothing. But we'll take you out to dinner if you ever come to GDC. Yeah.
I don't want to ever go to USA, but if I do.
Okay. Well, if we go to where you are, don't come here. It sucks. But hey, if you go to Canada, Vancouver.
Yeah, I will. Well, I'm getting the visa now.
know,
I should probably go in like July or August. Unfortunately, we're not doing anything for release. We're flying everybody who's in Russia and St. Petersburg to like party, and that's like what, 12 people?
Really?
Or yeah.
You're going to St. Petersburg to.
I'm not.
You're not? But you're just shipping everyone out? Why don't you go?
No, not everybody's going. Like Martin, Nikita, Shani, and like people in US, Canada are not going. And I'm in the Netherlands, so I'm also not going. I could go because I am vaccinated, but not officially. Like Russian vaccinated.
Oh.
Which is like I have a fucking printed black and white, like A4, like office printer certificate that says I'm vaccinated by Sputnik.
They should really standardize that, but yeah.
It's illegal here, so.
What's illegal?
Sputnik. Well, it's not illegal. It's like it's not.
I don't even know what that is. I've heard the notes. Is that the astronaut program?
No, it's a vaccine. It's the Russian vaccine.
Oh, okay. Shit.
What the fuck?
I don't know. There's Pfizer and Moderna. Johnson. What the fuck is Sputnik? I don't want to get stuck with Sputnik.
I could go to Russia, but if I go to Russia now, I would have to also go and see my parents, which is like 4-hour plane to get to St. Petersburg, and then 4-hour plane to get to see my parents, which is like the middle of Russia, like the anus of Russia.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to do it now. When the game is out and I have to fix it, you know how it is. So I will do it later.
Yeah, you're gonna be stressed.
Fuck yeah.
Game releases, I will say though, are the best part of making a game. The party on release, and we didn't get that either because mid-COVID. So, whatever. Next time.
Yeah. When was the last time you partied, in general?
This define party.
The what?
Define party. What's a party?
Hang out, like be in a room with a person, and that's it. That's the party for me.
Probably like last weekend. Like people are vaccinated now, so I went to a soju bar. Just got sloshed on soju, and it was great.
What's soju? What's a schlossed?
Sorry, I'm using all these American terms.
No, it's cool. I want to learn.
Okay, soju is not an American term. It's Korean rice wine or rice liquor. Koreans drink it. You can drink a lot of it because it's only like 20%. It's very good. We'll get soju sometime.
I'm going to write it down.
Sloshed is just drunk.
Mhm.
It's not the most common term. It's not obscure either.
I like it. You told me that we're going to get Korean barbecue as well.
Yes,
and
I
I
did
found a
say that.
place like nearby, and I'm going to go there and learn how to do it before
Okay.
a meeting.
You cook it yourself. So you
Okay.
gotta learn how long to cook it. You just don't touch it. Just flip it once, and then take it. Don't move it. Don't fuck with it too much. That's the only thing I can teach you now.
Thank you.
I will call it. Okay, now's a great time to put our new hire Josh on blast, because we're talking about spam musubi, and we posted a picture of it in Slack, and Josh is like, spam sushi, that's the most cursed thing I've ever seen. And we're just like, dude, you.
What's spam?
Oh, okay. No.
Wait, no, I know what spam is. I'm like, spam sushi, what?
Spam sushi, it's
Wow,
very
what?
good, and it's not a weird thing. Trust me.
Dude, spam slander will not be tolerated.
No, it's a
Isn't it
Hawaiian.
just like meat goo? Spam
Yeah,
is like,
it's like
gelatinized meat goo. That is not. You
Yes.
don't know which part of the animal it is.
Yeah, it's a
specifically.
it's a
It could be like-
block. It's a block of mystery meat,
but it's delicious.
and it's very salty.
Meat.
And it's very good. Yeah, it's the meat.
Meat.
It's definitely something where if you are, I think, eating it on an extremely regular basis, you're probably in trouble. But
That's
delicious.
a kidney stone waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, spam is supposedly shoulder pork and ham.
I believe that.
That's not even an acronym.
But also,
That
people
would be
have dropped like 3 different acronyms. Someone said it was spiced ham. One of you is wrong.
I'm VIPing Bill Zhuang.
What?
Oh, it doesn't
Oh,
work.
that's a Twitch term. Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'm learning so much today.
Teach us something. Why is the studio called Egg Nut?
Oh, it's because it sounds like a funny Russian name, which is Ignat.
Uh-huh.
It's like the alternative to it in English would be something like, I don't know. Like Kimberly? No. I don't know. Dave? I don't know. It's a weird name of somebody who doesn't exist anymore from another era. I can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense.
Sure.
Well, I feel like you're close.
But also, Nikita had his band named like this when he was 15 years old because it's a funny name, and he wrote Ignat and wrote it like Eggnut. And when we were starting the studio, I don't remember why, but he said, let's name it this way because I already have a VK, which is Russian Facebook, like community, where there are like 12 people. So we have a head start on our studio community, like 12 people. And now there's 15,000 people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we named the studio this way because it also is typographically beautiful. So there are like 3 letters on top, 3 letters on the bottom. It's a square. The letters look beautiful together. The logo looks cool. So yeah, and it sounds funny. Egg. I love eggs. I love nuts. I love to be egging.
Well, so Lulu says she thought it was a sperm joke. What do you have to say to that?
I don't know.
Okay, that's
maybe.
It's a really good name. It's a really, really good name.
My favorite thing in chat is to watch people get caught by the auto moderator, and then Lulu has to approve like the word "come." It has to do it like one at a time as the channel grows. Someone will just find a new word that's in the default banned list.
Is come in the banned list? You can't say come?
You can say come now. Now you're free. Everyone,
Welcome.
Everyone type come.
Everyone's free.
I feel
Keanu
like without knowing anymore, I feel like the related like English name would be Dennis.
Fuck yeah, I think you're right. I think you're actually right.
Oh, it's just like a silly name.
Yeah, like it's not like a weird name for someone to have. It just has kind of goofy energy.
Yeah.
It's like Ignat also has this, like Soviet vibe. So it's like another era. It's not how people are named anymore,
Yeah. That makes
Like
sense.
nobody names people Joseph. My mom named her cat Joseph.
Oh, I have friends named Joseph.
Yeah, but
No,
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 in
I mean
Russia,
in Russian.
they
You
Oh,
know,
oh,
like
oh,
Joseph
oh, oh, I'm
Stalin.
sorry.
Yeah.
So it's not Joseph in Russian, it's Iosif,
Right,
which is
right.
like just Kyrillicize the words. And my mom named her cat Iosif. And I'm like, can I ask? And she's like, you know. So like, my mom has a Joseph Stalin cat.
Yeah, why not?
She likes Putin. So there's a lot of trauma in there.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
No, but everyone in Russia likes Putin. He's got like a 99% approval rate.
No, not everyone. Everybody my age doesn't like him. Basically, it's the same thing with America. It's like the generational conservatism or something. Because
Yeah.
I don't know why it is this way in America. Because you guys had it all good in the 50s, and maybe people who were born there were like, "Fuck yeah, give me more of that."
Well,
And in Russia, it's the opposite. It's like everything was shit. 90s, like when I was born, there were people shooting people on the streets in my house, in my apartment building. I had one banana per year, poverty everywhere, nothing in the shops, like absolute fucking dystopian chaos. And then Putin came aboard, and my mom has a car. She has two apartments. She has a salary. She can stop working and still buy food. And so she's like, this is incredible. This is the best that has ever happened to me. So I'm not going to question it.
It makes sense. You really can't blame her, right? Like people just want to have a decent life. Same thing in China, right? Like they took like 100 million people out of poverty. Like, yeah, we don't like them, but that's a lot of people.
I need to check in the files in my source control because I was working until the podcast started and I forgot to. And people are messaging me like, please check in the maps. We are crunching.
No.
You are having fun.
Oh no. Okay, do we have to do a work break? Wait, I can check Slack too. I got some people blowing me up.
We can move on to our final segment, I think.
I have a few more questions, actually. I do want to... Yeah, is that okay, Alex?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm hanging, I'm vibing. I kind of want to pee, but that's all right.
Do you need to go pee?
No. I will hold it in.
Well, now I know you have to go pee, and now it's like I feel anxious about it. Yeah.
It's okay. Environment text. Let me check those fucking files in.
Okay. What version control do you use?
Plastic Luan.
Okay, I don't know that at all. I don't know why I asked.
Yeah, you only know the one
Jonathan
we use.
Blow and pee in a bottle. We used to use what was that? What's the
Git?
What's the other one?
GitHub?
No.
Source tree? SVN?
No.
Tortoise? I don't know. Mercurial? I don't know.
No.
Google Drive? Flash Drive?
Perforce.
Perforce.
Right,
that's
Thank
the
you.
one.
It was Perforce.
Thank you for
that. But it had some issues, and I remember.
No, I don't talk about version control. There's no nerd topics on this.
I was like, I remember.
Okay. I want to ask you about the industry. So, Alex, you famously recently were part of the prestigious Future class from Jeff Cayley's The Game Awards 2020. Congratulations again for that. And apparently that is a group that represents the bright, bold, and inclusive future of video games. So my question for you is, what is the future of video games?
You're not going to ask me to give my opinion on the awards, okay?
You can. Hey, I mean, you can also answer that.
I feel weird about it because my best friend applied me for it, and he was the only person who sent an application, like a survey answer for me in the whole world. And out of 800 people that applied, they chose me among the 50 because of what he wrote, and I still have no idea what he wrote.
Aww.
So I'm like, what happened? I don't understand how this happened and why. And it's like, do I deserve it? But also like, do I even care about it? What does it mean? I have no idea. But the people there seem really nice.
That seems so free. Fucking someone should do that for us. or me. I don't know if
Yeah.
Kayla wants it. I could get into that, no problem. I just didn't know you had to apply. I thought it was like you're just the council finds you. Jeff, and Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Yeah, we had a call with him. I was
Hideo
on
Kojima.
Zoom call with him.
How was that?
I
Is he?
didn't come. Sorry, I lied.
You didn't go, or he didn't?
No. I think we were doing something together at the time when it was happening, and I didn't go. And I don't remember what it was, but I was like, "Should I go?" And you said, "Yeah" or "No." I didn't remember.
Of course, I said yeah. It's Reggie Fils-Aimé.
So I'm really bad at personalities, and I've never had a console, so I don't understand Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, all
Sure.
those people who have been making games before me and who are famous for it, but I don't understand why, and do I even care? I don't know. I'm like very contrarian in that regard, but I don't want to sound like an asshole. But yeah, the
Like,
future of video games.
You don't have
Yeah,
to care about the past because you are the future of video games. That's what.
exactly.
Also,
I
yeah.
think the future of video games.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not letting this slide. Thank you, chat. Sign me up. Fuck you, Nick. You think I don't want to go talk to Reggie?
Hey guys, sign Kalen up. How about we sign each other up?
Hi, Max.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
everyone in chat.
Max.
I know all you guys.
Oh,
you know
Max.
who you are.
Little Max.
Max is great.
Sorry. I love Max.
He solved a big problem for us recently with some code.
Oh, fuck yeah, Max. You amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
What was my question?
The future of video games.
Okay, so where do you think the industry's headed? If that maybe that's a real question.
People who have never made games making games and not listening to people who have made games about how to make games. People having access to prototype funding to fund ideas that are not represented in the industry, in the narrative, in the visuals, and everything else, in the, the what is the game. People starting their own studios. People like me. People who don't look like me. People who look like people in my team, like people who haven't started studios historically and succeeded. Young boys, not like fucking AAA white man with a beer belly, selling his fucking Florida house and starting a studio in California, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But access to capital needs to happen, and the only people who are doing this sustainably at the moment, but not working on the scale where it could be useful for those types of studios who are started by people who have never made games before, is Colon Knights. So we need Colon Knights 2, we need Colon Knights 3, we need people who will give money.
You're an advisor. So
and invest into people who have no idea what they're doing, but they know what they're doing at the same time, and just give them chances and invest money into them that you don't plan to recoup. And this way, things will start changing. As soon as I have access to capital to sustain myself and my team and other people I want to hire, I will do this. And I also know that you will probably also do this.
That's a good fucking answer.
That's a good fucking answer. Yeah. I mean, it's all access to capital, right? Like, I feel like that's already starting to change because there is Kowloon. There are other people funding games, asking for less recoup, giving more freedom to the developers. Is it... and we can see the effects of that. You're totally right. And you're saying, how do we just need to keep going in that direction?
Yeah. And it will level out in time. I'm talking to a lot of people who are making games, but they don't know the business side of it, and they don't understand how to pitch, and they're like 19-year-old students from Russia, but they have incredible vision. And what we can do is find those people and search them out and find people who you can understand on a human level and give them access to information and to gatekeepers, connections, how they're called, and to capital. And this way, they will start studios and they will hire more people and this will be like a sustainable team that will make many games, and they will also invest into other teams because that's like that makes sense. When you're sustainable, you want other people to be sustainable. If you're not a piece of shit Bobby Kotick, some sort of dickhead, you
Yeah.
know, it's a normal like invest your time and patience and money and buy games from people who are good people and who want to feel good and make other good people feel good around them. And I think there are so many of them because we're so fucking fed up with capitalism and working our asses off and asking for money from people who don't give a shit about us. And I'm not talking about myself because we've been very lucky asking for money from people who care about us, or Fury cares about us. They didn't put up with us for nothing. They put up with us because they believe that we can do something important. Find those people, empower those people, talk to them, give them money, and just tell them that they can do it. Sometimes that's enough. Nobody told me that. Nobody told Nikita and me that it's possible to make a game. I've been
Nobody.
told my whole life that it's impossible to start a business and it's impossible to achieve anything, and it's also impossible to move out of Russia because nobody fucking needs me here. What are you going to do, you know? It's impossible to be an artist and have money to live and to afford rent. It's impossible to be surrounded by people that you love. Everybody was like, well, at work you will always be surrounded with shitty people. You have to put up with it. Like,
Right? Or even
fuck
just like
no.
work has to be something you put up
Yeah.
with so that you can enjoy the rest of your time. Why can't you enjoy your career and do all that? Sure, maybe, yeah, not everyone can do that. It's unfortunate. It's
It's a
unfortunate.
privilege.
It's a privilege. But as someone with that privilege, which both of us are, we also hold the knowledge that it took to got to this point of privilege.
Yeah.
Like, it's not impossible. It's not. There are people that can get there. The people who want that are they're around. They're in our communities. They're young. They're hungry, and they're fucking talented. And we just have to like pay it forward, mentor those people, give them
Mm.
that stuff, and bully the people with money into giving them the fucking money.
Yeah. Um, I'm so lucky to have friends who care about me and want me to succeed. And I owe a lot of, like, everything I have to a couple of people who believed in me and who saw me and said, like, this is a bright person. I want to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And um, one of them is Nikita, because whatever fucking shit I did, he always supported me and he was always kind to me and he was always like, you got this, you have something special in you, go be a bitch, I'm going to be here and like help you out. And people like Callum Underwood, who basically was the first person who noticed our game like in 2018, and he was a scout for Raw Fury, and we have money and we have a publisher thanks to him. And he also put me into Cologne Knights and like gave me that incredible opportunity to learn how funding works. And I
Yeah.
couldn't be here without any of them, and I couldn't be here without my team who was like, we trust you that we're making something cool together and you will not leave us outside and like on the streets
Mm-hmm.
without a job and homeless. And I'm very lucky. And I think, I don't know, I don't know. My thing with mentorship is that I don't know if I want to put more people into this industry while it's so broken. That's my
Really?
major concern. It's like, I lucked out,
Yeah.
but would you luck out, you know? Would you be okay? Because I'm still mentally fucking broken. And when you say like it's a privilege for me to be doing thing I love for work, I'm still working to live. Like my work is my life. It has always been bigger than any relationship I've been through this 5 years, and even a relationship with myself. It has always been number one, and it's not normal.
I think
I
all we
don't know if
can
I want somebody else to go through it. That's what I mean.
I think all we can do is be honest in that regard, you know?
There's people that want that anyway, I feel like.
It's certainly like I think it is certainly immoral to act like it's all gravy, like this is not, as if it's not a rough industry and as if you're just going to be like doing what you love without uh, any sort of kind of drawback. But at the same time, like I think people, you need to trust people to know what they want after a certain point. You know, you can be very honest about what it's like in this space, and if people are down for that, they're down. Because for all the cons and scariness of it, I think it is more liberating than anything else I've ever done for certain.
Yeah, this is the first time I feel like I belong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I was always an imposter in every like circle of people I've ever been to, school, university, work. I've always been trying to fit in and make myself less than me and like smaller but yeah, like just even now talking to you guys and all the conversations we had before, it feels really nice to be able to talk to somebody who understands
Mm-hmm.
and listens and asks, and to listen to you and how you think and how you approach things in your work that is similar to mine. It's the greatest human connections I've ever had in my life have been in the industry.
We feel the same way. I mean, just exactly like finally not being as much of an imposter, feeling like you're seen by people, right? Like you're all your hard work is paid off, and you're not just like clawing at the void. Hey, chat, can we get some hearts in chat for Alex? Can we get some hearts real quick?
And for the boys.
For the boys.
Hi, Victoria. Love you.
She's pouring her heart out here. Thank you so much. Alex, we are so proud of you, by the way, for what you're about to release in 2 weeks. There it is. There's the wall of hearts. Let's go. You love this. You're not looking at Twitch chat, but it's all hearts.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, you are? You have it open? Okay, all right. Okay. And I mean, you've been that in the last few months, like, we're not ready to talk about it, but you've been that person for us. The mentor, the like guardian angel, elf person that Callum and all those people were for you. So that's like you're already doing that, and that's just like such a cool place to be in. I feel like I want what you have.
Thank you. I actually there's like an impulse to say, like no, like you guys did this, and of course you did all of it. Like I'm not negating your input into your future. It was you making those decisions, but still, when I talk to people and tell them what I do, I say that one of the proudest moments in my career has been helping you, and seeing you achieve what you achieved. Like it makes me really happy and makes me cry. No, you can't let me down. That's the thing, because you're being yourselves and you're doing what you want to do and you have the resources for it. And there is nothing I like more, and it's really beautiful. And I believe in you so much because you're so special.
Oh my god. Yeah, you have to stop now.
I love you.
Oh my god. Love you too. This is, I mean, I just can't wait. Like, this is why we started this show, right? Like, I love the people in this industry to cry. Like, I want to fucking talk to these people, and there's COVID, and we can't do anything. But these conversations should happen because we're all in the same fucking fight. Have you seen One Piece?
Naruto.
They're all it's same with Naruto. You seen the Chunin exams where they're all in little teams?
Fuck yeah,
they're all just trying to fucking pass the exam. That's us, right? Like, we're all in the same fight. Maybe sometimes we run into each other in the forest and we gotta fight. But we all want the same thing, so why don't we just fucking work together and talk and help people, help, the Genins. Is that...
Genins, yes.
Yeah. Fuck.
I love that. I think a huge fucking difference in between us and indie game movie dicks. Not dicks, sorry. Not all of them are dicks, obviously. Like that generation of, like O2.
It got me into this fucking industry. We're like the product.
Me too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very interesting generational cultural movement, right? But like those people were pitting against each other. Like there is a very limited space for small dudes or duos doing things, and like if you succeed, you have to work really fucking hard, and like make your girlfriend pay for you for 8 years and shit.
Right, why is this like eating fucking a 7-Eleven dollar burrito every day?
Yeah, like
Man, it doesn't have to be like that.
no, and exactly nobody told them that it doesn't have to be like that because there were no indie gatekeepers because there were no indie gates.
Right.
And now there are. And we have to navigate a completely different industry and we have to trust our gut. Like everything that's worked for them will not work for us. And we know better than anybody else that we need to be talking about that it's not normal to be eating $1 burritos. And it's not normal to be paying yourself $1,000 whenever you leave. It doesn't really matter. And it's not normal to be paying other people $1,000 to work for you in your studio. Like, I could talk for it about,
we've entered the
hours.
era of indie games where we're making studios. We're not just you're thinking about your studio. You're not just thinking about this game. We're thinking about sustainability. So that means, having fucking money to pay everyone more than $1,000. That means having a producer. Everyone's talking about producers, right? We just fucking hired one today, Jobo.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we needed that. That's sustainability.
It's the best thing you could do for you and for your people.
Having Lulu on community, just like rounding out these things that, that are the new metagame for indie dev. It's not just one guy in the fucking basement on Unity, like plugging away. I mean, sure, it still is for some people, but that's not what I want for my life.
No. I feel a lot of guilt and like self-hatred a little bit. Like I hate myself a little bit for working 5 years of my life on a thing instead of living life. And like basing my whole existence and identity and connection and everything else on this thing. But at the same time, I realized that I had to do it in order to not ever do it again. And for other people who are in our team, to never do that again. Like we had to work our asses off so we don't ever have to do it again. And that's also a journey because we're also one of the first people doing that, like us. It's like the first or second or third wave of like indie people who want to be sustainable and not just get hella cash, buy a plane and fuck off.
Right.
Like we want to help people out and we want to make art, and it's a different kind of goal in modern like post-capitalism world.
But we're still in a phase where there's that first hurdle where you don't have any fucking clout, you don't have any money, so you have to suffer for the first game.
Yes. And that's why we made a big game as our first.
That's why you have to. And it's you did it, and like you absolutely shouldn't hate yourself for those years. Those are
no, I try not to.
It's an investment at the least. And yeah, I mean, I feel that way a lot too, where it's like, I could have been living my life instead of crunching on this fucking game, and I could have went outside in the sunshine, right? Like that's something I think about a lot. But I think if I was also living that life, I wouldn't feel the creative fulfillment that I do now, right? Like,
interesting. How does it feel?
It feels fucking
creative
good.
fulfillment.
Every day I wake up and I'm like, hey, I made Going Under. That was cool. I got honorable mention from the IGF. My community thinks I'm cool. Like that's important to me. I don't know why, but it made me feel better than before I had that.
There's a dark hole inside us all.
It filled the dark hole that needed to be filled. It got the monkey off my back.
Yeah.
So that's important, and I think you'll get a lot of that from that first game launch.
I've been
But I don't know.
I've been actually working really hard with my therapist about like my need for validation and love from other people before the game is out, because it's really important that it doesn't tip me out, because I've been craving love and validation my entire life. I based my whole existence around it, and like my ego was always hungry, and I've been working really hard. So by the time the game is out and I receive that validation, it doesn't, make me explode or something. So I've been trying to like, minimize the importance of validation in my life really hard and like give myself the love that others can't ever
Yeah.
give because nobody can. Like the hole is too big. It's too dark. The sea is too like wide. You can't fill it with good reviews or anything like that.
No.
Yeah. Well,
It
I mean,
never stops. And it shouldn't be the reason to make things, you know?
Yeah.
It's not going to be filled by a piece of art, no matter how personally powerful. I think you never really see everything. You never really see any of your own work as like your magnum opus. At least not unless your ego is like fucking massive. It's not. It always feels like that. I think maybe at the start, but a game or a piece of art can never say everything about yourself. It can never complete your soul.
Maybe I'm simple then, because I feel like my game came out. I feel way better, like at all times. I don't know.
You feel better, but like
like it wasn't that successful of a game, so it keeps me humble. But
what?
like,
But like, could you die now?
I could die better. Like, I could die happier than I did before. I got one left in me. That's game 2, and then I've been saying that to Kaylin. This new game we're working on, that's like my thing that I've been thinking about for a while. Like, I want to make this for 5 years at least. No, probably 5 years max. But after that, I'm good. I'll just fucking be a mentor to everyone else who has a game they want to make on the team. I don't need to make anything else after that.
How can you be a mentor if you're not making things and you're not evolving and you're going to be stuck in 2023 or whatever, whenever your game comes out?
Yeah, fucking get him.
Sorry.
Lily, you can't just shrew midstream. Oh my god.
Answer the question.
Well, look, there's plenty of people that are washed up. That's like part of being a mentor, right? Like, no, I don't have the answers to everything. I'm washed up. I live in the past. I fucking broke my leg and I was benched for the rest of the season and I never played a game again. But it's okay.
I still know shit.
But why are you planning for that?
Why am I planning for that? Because it's like, what, I'm gonna just like make. I don't know. I don't know why I'm planning for that. I feel like I don't always need to be the guy, Like, again, I just think it's next time it's someone else's turn. Maybe I won't feel that way, but it's my turn again.
It's a weird thing to say in advance.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's a weird thing. It's like you want rest, like maybe subconsciously you just want to stop making things. And me too. You know what I'm scared of?
What?
Like, my friend has been telling me like, oh bitch, you'll just like settle down, the game will be successful, you'll be a boss and you can be just like making high stake decisions, like biz dev and everything else. And I'm like, if I'm not making things, how can I be a good boss? If I'm not there on the battleground with people experiencing what they're experiencing, which is creative block, creative unsureness, fucking depression, crunch, all that shit, even if I'm going to be there mitigating it for them, if I'm not there with them, how am I going to help them? How am I going to be a good leader?
Yeah,
how am I not going to become fucking Bobby Kotick?
Well, I just mean I'll be like, you can always be the ideas guy.
Can you be sustainably an ideas guy if you're not making things? Have you ever met one?
No, but we're the future
Jonathan Blow.
The future of games, and we get to decide what that looks like, and that means I get to be the ideas guy. Not make anything. I see the future.
Okay. Can we have a pee break, or is the podcast ending soon?
I'll believe it.
Yeah, we'll go into lightning round. Go pee, and then we'll do our last segment, and we can wrap it up.
How much time do I have?
Yo, I think we should wrap it up. I think we should cut the final segment.
No, let's do it. I've been really looking forward to it.
Okay, fine.
Okay. It takes a normal amount of time. You're okay.
Okay, 5 seconds.
We'll stall so much. We can literally stall.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. How are you doing, chat? How's it going? We're reading chat now. You don't know Jonathan Blow, Amy? You need to watch Indie Dev the movie. You guys, all the Among Us people need to meet up, watch Indie Dev the movie, and just laugh at them. Just laugh at them.
This guy's throwing me under the bus so many times this episode.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
First you're like, apply for you and not me for the Game Awards.
It's a bit.
Kaylin doesn't really want it. Now you're like, we're making like your dream game right now, and you're like, yeah, I think this is probably the last game I'm ever gonna make.
I've told you this in private many times.
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
No, I said next one's yours. You get to decide. You said that.
I'm working my ass off on yours. What do you mean you're not gonna work on mine?
I will work. I'm gonna participate. I just will take a back seat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll fucking do shit. I'm doing. What else am I doing?
You said the opposite. You said you want to be the ideas guy.
I don't.
But now you're saying you want to work and not be the ideas guy. So make up your goddamn mind.
I want to.
You don't know what you want.
Like the ideas.
No, that's what I'm saying, chat. Nick's the ideas guy. I can't spoil the game, so I can't have this real conversation. But Nick's the ideas guy for this one.
I am the ideas guy for this one, but I want to be an ideas guy for the next one. So I'm not like the main guy. I'm not the director, but like I just like kind of spitball like fun things. Like, oh, what if we add like a hippopotamus with a gun?
Yeah.
And
so even
like, oh, cool idea, Nick. We'll get our artists to do that. You know.
Right. Even like as little responsibility and then maximum paycheck is what I'm getting that you're looking for.
Yeah. High impact.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back, but my camera, when it fucking turns off, it comes back to default settings. So now I look like I've been dead for 10 years.
It is looking a little dismal.
Oh, there you go. You look great.
Okay.
Kevin's right. I'm just coping.
Stop
Pete,
doxing
hello?
people.
Okay, cool. We're back. So, what are we? Do we have any more questions, or is it time for? No, it's time for lightning round. I haven't seen the lightning round images, Kaylin, so we're just gonna go.
Images?
Nick hasn't seen these at all. So for our final segment, what we do is we're gonna have you read out these negative reviews of your video game, and we're gonna have a discussion about them. This is the lightning round.
Yeah, and these are from the Backbone prologue.
Do you have the stream up? Okay, here we go.
Oh, stream? Yes, I do.
I can just send them to you. Let me
be the designer for the third game at Smashy Nick. Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Yada, yada.
I'm confused. What do I do?
You just wait for to see the picture, and then you're gonna read it out loud.
Okay.
Lightning round.
Okay. Thought it was a great game. Then joined the Discord. Was immediately banned for asking them not to go Epic exclusive. Literally, I said, "Yo, you gotta promise me you don't go Epic exclusive," and their response was, "Stop threatening me. You're now banned." That's not a real one. I remember. I think this happened though. This should have happened a couple of times. I mean, man, I would have gone Epic exclusive if they gave me like 5 mil, but they didn't even call me once. So I don't know. I don't even know how much money they give. So is that a response? How do I respond? Do I respond to the person?
That's fine. It's however you want. It's discussion.
Yeah.
I picked.
You can get mad at them. You can talk to us.
I picked this one because it's based. I like banning people for no reason. Like, you can just tell people are up to trouble when they come in and say something like this.
I ban people all the time
so
for
great.
no reason, just bad vibes, because this is our community. Like, why the fuck? Just you either bring good vibes or you don't bring any vibes at all. Yeah.
Right.
And that's normal.
Best thing we did for like for the Aerocrab Discord server is just adding a statement to the rules that was like, if you're acting in bad faith, we'll just ban you. Like, we are allowed to ban you here because we don't like you. Like, sorry.
Yeah. And you know what? People fucking respect it. And like they don't act up. We don't have that many problems in our Discord.
I think that's the only way to go in any community where you want people to feel safe and
Yeah.
nice. And also on any press outlet websites or like whatever the fuck. Like, why is CDPR community so toxic? Because they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this is money, and all we care about is money, not if people feel comfortable like being there. That's not nice.
No.
I would rather lose a sale and gain 10 more by making people feel comfortable and safe.
Yeah.
And Victoria talks a lot about it. Victoria Tran, she writes a lot about, compassionate communities and stuff, and it's really important.
Yeah. Those people are out there. So you can choose if you want them or the gamers, and it's just like not a hard choice.
No, I never wanted the gamers. Gamers is a mistake.
Gamers was a mistake.
For certain.
Okay. The art style was okay. Why animals though? To me, it's just creepy because of that, and not in a good way. Yeah, we just started making animals because it was funny to play as a raccoon, because Nikita's backyard was attacked by raccoons when we were brainstorming the game. I told this story a million times. It's the best selling point.
I didn't know this story. Yeah.
Yeah, and he scared them off with a trumpet, and that's why we use trumpet and not saxophone in our soundtrack as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool starting point.
I love that kind of shit.
Serendipity.
And very real. But yeah, and we were laughing about how cool it would be to play as a raccoon and like steal shit from people. And there's a game like this, Raccoon Wanted or something. Now it came out this year or something. But then we had an artist come into the team, and she made like this raccoon detective, like Howard basically design. And then we were like, oh, does he live in a city with other animals? Like, how does it work? How does the social structure work? How do they interact with each other? What types of animals are animals and what are not? Like,
Can
why are they all animals?
Can they make babies together?
Yeah, like if they're incest in between different species,
right?
How did they become anthropomorphic animals? What happened in the past? What is the lore behind it? And I just came on and just started writing that lore Bible that's like 50 pages. It explains like politics, economics, and all that shit. So that's why, because it's fucking cool, and because it's an amazing metaphor for people, because it puts that layer of distance in between our real traumatic lived experiences of real people and characters. And it doesn't make an illusion that species is race or any that sort of stupid fucking black sad Zootopia bullshit. Like,
you're a Zootopia hater?
I am.
Oh shit.
Because biological essentialism and determinism is not real, same as money and fucking borders and country names and nationalities and all that shit. We don't have instincts. We don't have anything biological in us. Everything is social. We came up with everything. Nothing is real. Existence is suffering.
Zootopia implies that is real.
Zootopia implies that they're herbivores and carnivores, and the social order is based upon those innate biological differences. When they are real in nature and in real animals, when you anthropomorphize animals and make them human and make allusions to real social orders and human things, you fuck everything up. And Black Sat has the same metaphor, but like with color of the fur or some shit, like white albino bears are Nazis. Like, oh my god, can you stop?
I mean, the entire.
Is that a good response?
Yeah, no, I mean, the entire moral of Zootopia is basically like the carnivores can change. It's not like it's not like it was never real.
Yeah.
At its heart is still that biological essentialism.
It has always been the case.
The main villain.
What?
So the herbivore was the main villain.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
It's like fucking
sure. They're sure. So they're saying like, oh, it's really
becoming the villains. You know.
All right, I don't know. I don't have a take on Zootopia.
Just because they're saying it's really like an herbivore pulling the strings. They're still just like that's still like it's framed as a twist. Like the herbivore is still a bio-truth.
Right.
What the hell have you posted,
Oh.
Mega?
I don't know.
I don't know what that
thought it
is.
was-
Listen, let me just say one thing about herbivores. Saying that the oppressed class is actually the oppressor is the fucking definition of white supremacy.
You know, that actually is, yeah, that pretty much sums it up pretty clearly. Okay. You would know more than me as the person that made the furry game.
Speaking of which, we
Oh,
have
oh,
one
oh, we have-
more.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted. Too many positive reviews. Take this, you furries.
Have you
I love that. There's so much spite in it.
Fucked.
I
Oh
love
my
that.
have you had is the furry community a big part of your community? I'm actually curious about that. Because when you start, it's when in the same we talked to like Dan, how do you pronounce his name? His last name?
Dan Fernasi?
Uh developer of Rivals of Aether. I don't think he's a furry. Either way,
No.
there's
But he's
there's a lot of developers who are like
dating the
not furries,
yeah.
but have like embraced that community. I was wondering what your experience has been.
Furry sympathizers.
Yeah.
Furry sympathizers.
Did you know there are furry Nazis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nobody believed me. When I told that to my friends back in Russia, like 3 or 4 years ago, I'm like, yeah, we have those, fandom that is a huge part of all of our success and possible success, and we need to cherish them. But also they're Nazi furries, and like they use those ingenious methods of like infiltrating the fandom that is very welcoming and based on like marginalized identities and recruit those people. And yeah, I was really fascinated by it. I was so interested in how this works, and it allowed me to understand how those infiltrations work in also other communities and be more vigilant. So I would say I learned a lot about the world by being aware furries and how it works and why people kind of choose to be associated with a community like this and what they gain from it. And the same thing with like, bronies. It was a
Yeah.
cultural phenomenon. Like it was so powerful, and I feel like furries are the current most powerful art. How do you call it? Mecenates? How do you call it? People who buy art, who commission art.
Yeah, I don't know what the term would be either.
Like it would be. It
Oh.
was church and billionaires, like
Yeah.
Elon Musk,
Yeah. Oh,
and
what's
now
the word?
patrons.
What? Patrons. Yeah.
Yeah, art patrons. So it's pretty cool. I fucking love furries. I
Yeah.
really respect anybody who's like, I am part of the community and like I'm gaining something from it, whether it's based on sexual identity and like kinks or not. No kink shaming in this chat. Like I don't give a fuck. And it's pretty cool. And I think part of the success of Backbone is and will be based in the fact that we take it seriously. Like we take the anthropomorphic animals seriously. We don't just use it as a joke or like, as a bait or something. We actually interpret it in terms of storytelling and world building. So
Yeah.
love
you have
furries.
You have animal puns in there, right?
No, none. No.
None. Damn.
There are no animal
Yeah.
animal puns except for like stupid as a beaver, but because socially beavers are on the lower, ladder of the societal structure. So it makes sense, but only when you understand how the world works and like learn those oppression mechanics and pyramids of like
Yeah.
microaggressions and all that shit. But there are no biologically determined puns because that was really important.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I asked. Sounds like you've thought about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's a great answer.
Yeah. Power to the furries. Except the Nazis. Cool.
Fuck Nazis.
Did you have more?
That is the end.
It's always morally correct to punch a Nazi and to pirate Adobe products.
Hey.
Correct.
Not that we would do that.
No, never.
No. But Okay, hey, that's everything. Hey, Alex,
Fuck
thank you
yeah.
so much for coming on the show. I feel like I fucking learned a lot. I just wish we had more chances to talk, and this was one. You got to come back on the show after the game comes out, maybe a few months
Yeah.
down the line, because I'm sure you'll have a lot to say then. And I really look forward to hearing from you then. I look forward to seeing your game come out. Kayla and I will probably spend a weekend playing it. But until then, uh, thank you. What are you gonna do next in this in this week, up until release, and then after release? What does your life look like?
Um.
Yep.
Whoa, we spoilers. Some, clip it and ship
I
it.
need to. I need to finish the game, like for real. I need to just stop doing whatever I'm doing with it. Finicking, just fucking stop. Just
Yeah.
push it. Just fucking done.
Yeah,
No more.
probably done. You know that, right? It's like you don't need to.
I've been done for a month now, but I can't stop. I'm like
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need to do it. And then there's marketing, and I'm really involved in marketing. And even though we have a publisher, like we're working with them closely with PR and everything. And we got something so exciting for the PR. Like we're sending such incredible packages to
I
press.
heard.
And
I heard it is
Yeah.
exciting.
I'm so excited to see how it works out. The preview of the game will be out in like a week or something, and then the reviews are going to be coming in, and like
Wow.
there's going to be just a bunch of shit happening. And after that, I'm going to sleep for 3 weeks and do
Please.
nothing if I
Please.
can.
Yes. You deserve it. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks one more
Thank you.
time. Was a joy
I
to
had
talk
a
to you.
wonderful time. Yeah.
we did too.
Talk to you
You're the
soon.
best.
Bye.
See
Bye.
you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Wait, don't shut off stream. Don't shut off stream.
What?
No?
Or you can head out, Alex. But we'll
Okay, I'll
we'll
go.
take a stream for a
Bye.
sec. Bye.
Well, you know it messes up the camera when we do that. So
I know it messes up the camera, but we're chilling.
we're chilling.
Okay. Thanks, chat, for tuning in with us. How was the stream? I thought this one was a banger. I thought this was our best one yet.
It was great.
Yeah, Alex is great. She's just like full of ideas.
I wanna. The best part of the show is when we get to roast you.
Lulu? Or no, me.
No, yeah, not Lulu.
My team roasts me, dude. I'll hold that. I'll bear that cross. I think it's important for the big boss to be like a punching bag.
You're the biggest
I think that's
roaster.
cool.
You get roasted because you dish it out.
Yeah,
You're not a pariah.
I'm a pariah. I'm a punching bag. I'm a pariah.
You're
I'm
not a punching
I'm a
bag.
martyr. I'm a martyr.
You're not a
also.
martyr.
I'm a
punching bag. You can't be a punching bag if you're punching back.
Yeah, but well, the difference is you guys punch down and I'm punching up.
What are you talking about?
But
You just
there's
said you're
so
the
many of
boss. You just
Yeah, but
described
there's
yourself.
so many of
You
you.
just described yourself as the big boss. How is that punching down?
Because it hurts more when you do it. Okay.
What a motherfucker.
Yeah. You better pay up for a good taco night with the team. I'm about to.
We're gonna.
I got 25% off our ClickUp subscription. This was like
See, we're
this is like
about
$100
to. This is what I'm
That's
talking.
all going to
It's not
margaritas.
coming out of your wallet.
What?
It's our money.
That's true. That's true. It's a studio money. We really have no right to it.
Exactly.
Okay, chat. We're gonna dip. Hey, if you like the stream and you're not following, fucking fix that for me real quick. Follow our YouTube because we're gonna upload this VOD. I know we haven't uploaded the last VOD yet. It's actually Lulu's fault, not mine. So we'll probably get on that very soon. And if you have a Twitch Prime lying around, maybe consider dropping it on us. Maybe we'll do more streams like this in the future. We're getting an office next month, so you know there's gonna be more streams. We want to be talking to you guys, doing content, hanging out, all that good stuff. So yeah. Thank you.
Edited VODs should be up next week. We'll have another episode the week after that.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
It didn't work. I clicked the wrong button. Now we're done. Goodbye.